Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? Welcome back to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So my name's Mike. What I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't really matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, today we're doing another flower review and we're looking at something really special. Something I've never heard of, and the cross in this is both sides of the cross. I've never had either side of this cross. Really, really interested in this, guys, and I think you'll enjoy this one. But before we get into it, what I want to do is I'm going to kick it back to the previous me, and he's going to go ahead and reiterate a little bit about, what it is that we do on this channel, and he might even be able to explain a little bit about what THCA is for those of you guys who may not be sure about it. After that, we're going to hop into the review. Alright, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9 THC. All right. So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a letter, a notice to law enforcement and the Postal Service. And it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right. All right. Now that that's out of the way, we're going to be looking at something today from ShopHelloMary. And today we're going to be looking at a strain that I've never, up until recently, I'd never heard of. And I only really know of it from ShopHelloMary. We're looking at the Yellow Fever Smalls. This is 14 grams of their smalls. And it's going to be an interesting strain. It says it's the tropical punch of strains. So we're gonna see. We're gonna check it out. I'll tell you what the nose is. Double perforated bag as usual. 14 grams of their smalls. Their smalls are always very consistent, very, very consistent. I really do like them. And on the nose, yes, that's a lot of tropical fruit, um, sweet. I can tell it's going to have some of that fruity candy gas on it. Very, very, very heavy smell. Very heavy on the nose. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna pour this out on a tray. I did get some new trays without any decoration. They are a little bit bigger than the normal ones that I use. So now I've got these here Should be able to keep everything a little bit better together. These are very nice smalls. And they are true smalls. We've got some true smalls in here, and we do have some that are a little smaller than true smalls, but they're they're what I've come to expect from ShopHelloMary, and I have no problem with these. They are, I mean, I'll be honest with you, when you're getting the smalls, guys, you're getting less stem, you're getting less of anything else. You're gonna have to break these things down anyway, so you may as well go for the smalls at what it is. So, um, medium density, they are kind of fluffy. Um, yeah, medium density, got some sponginess to them. Good spring back, pretty good amount of keef on them, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and take a cut here, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get a shot of these, or some shots of these, several shots, hopefully. Hopefully, we'll get some good microscope shots. I can tell right now there's gonna be a lot of really nice coloring in this, a lot of good dark purples and stuff like that, and some good bright greens, dark greens. All right, guys, so hang tight, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back, and I've got some really good shots of this yellow fever from ShopHelloMary. Um, as usual, guys, ShopHelloMary smalls. These are machine trimmed, but as has become very common for ShopHelloMary recently, the machine trimming is such that it's light enough that quite a lot of the trichome heads actually get through and escape the any sort of damage that might be done by the trimming. Um, so wherever this is being sourced from, they really do take care to be really gentle with their trimming, and you'll see that in the photos. Um, First few photos are more or less surface shots, and then I broke into the nugs a little bit. Um, and there's some pockets of some very dense trichome coverage in there. Very pleased to see that. We're going to see if we get any keef off of this. And it did not give up much of its keef, guys, so we won't be seeing any keef shots this time around, but that's not a bad thing. As you guys should be getting used to seeing these photographs, you know that if you see such trichome density on there and it holds on to its keef, typically it means I'm going to get really good vapor production. So that's something I actually look for in these things as I look under the microscope and as I look into my keef catch. All right, so we're going to do one with the microdose bowl with our Cozy Molds divination globe monster hand thingy. And then we're going to run a larger bowl with the titanium matrix shovelhead injector bowl with my Weed Box January box piece. I do love their beakers. They are extremely heavy duty. You could, quite honestly, I feel like I could probably drop that and it would be fine. Very thick, especially up toward the neck. Alright, guys, so we're going to start with the microdose and we'll see what we think. Now, this is the yellow fever, guys. I've gone out of my way not to try to read any terpene profiles yet. It is very sweet. It's got some tropical candy kind of gas on it. And it does say it is the tropical punch of strains. So, and yeah, on first hit, very punchy, very tropical. We got some citrus in there, just enough to let us know we've got citrus in there. It's not like a crazy, stupid, punchy hit of citrus. But I said earlier, I've never tried either strain that this is crossed from. So what we have here It's two strains across a Golden Goat and Cinderella 99. And it lists that it's got some zesty citrus. When I say small amount of citrus, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Zest. It's not full on fruit. It's the zest. Fruity vibes and an earthy twist. And it does have that gas on it, guys. It's what I kind of think of as a candy gas when you have a really, really sweet, punchy, fruity flavor with upfront, earthy funk on it. It kind of gives me that like earthy, gassy that goes into sweet, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But the gas I normally get on these strains is usually up front. You know what I mean? I usually get those sorts of hits up front, and this is definitely forward on that. So it's a sweet, earthy candy gas. Very punchy leaning, just a little bit of citrus. So uplifting, euphoria, creative, uh, energetic. It is a sativa dominant hybrid. So it's going to be good for, if you got to be moving around, you have something you need to get done, whatever. Um, really, really nice. It says perfect for daytime adventures, social butterflies, or creative hustlers. Yeah, all right. Well, let's go ahead and check the COA on this real quick. And we are looking at THCA at 25.169%. So total THC after decarb is 22.34. All right, so it's up there. It's about the mid range of about 10 years ago or so. Anything over 20 or over was considered like really high THCA content. These days, high content doesn't. I mean, I've seen stuff that purports to be into the 40% range. And right now, I have several things that are in the 35% range. Um, but as I mentioned so often, the THCA content, the cannabinoids, that's not even the biggest part of these plants. These plants are, you're looking for the total effect. That's why everybody always talks about full spectrum. You're looking for the cannabinoids, the terpenes, and now we're going to be looking more into flavonoids soon. Still trying to learn more about flavonoids, but all of that stuff together is what gets you your effects. It's not just the THC, guys. So, like, I don't know why people are so after the high THC content when there should be more people breeding in higher terpenes and contents and stuff like that. But anyway, so what we're looking at with Golden Goat, which is one of the crosses here, it was created accidentally, apparently. It's a sativa dominant hybrid from a medical strain, and it was created in Topeka, Kansas, when a male Hawaiian Romula happened to pollinate a female plant of island sweet skunk. So it's an accidental cross pollination, which is really cool. A lot of the greatest things in history are, made by accident, and I've actually never had either of those crosses either. So maybe later on I'll have a chance to have some Hawaiian Romulan or island sweet skunk. But yeah, yeah. So we're looking at citrus, lemon, sweet, tropical, citrus, dank, earthy, lemon, sweet on the flavors and aromas. So that would fit. Very tropical on this. This is very tropical. All right, and that was a sativa dominant hybrid at 70-30. That's what Golden Goat is. Now, Cinderella 99 is a sativa dominant hybrid, 85-15. That's insane. All right. And this is a medical strain as well. Cinderella 99 is a medical strain, often called C99, originally developed by Brothers Grimm. Um, this is one of several hybrid strains that were created by crossing Jack Hare with Shiba skunk. All right, and it is was in the among the top 10 strains in 2009 in High Times. So yeah, this got some Cinderella 99. It's got some Providence to it. So pretty interesting strain there. Effects: euphoria, happy, motivation, uplifting. Of course, it's a sativa. Flavors: citrus, fruity, sweet, tropical. Aromas: citrus, fruity, pineapple, and sweet. Yeah, I mean pineapple is tropical, so we're at that. Um, yeah, so that's really cool. Golden Goat and Cinderella 99 are both basically medical cuts. So what we got here, guys, you got access to something really special that, only previously you would get if you were in a medical dispensary. And if that medical dispensary happened to actually, source from Brothers Grimm, apparently. So we're going to be taking a hit with the hybrid matrix bowl. Mm, oh my goodness gracious. Mm, that fruity tropical gas on the front, guys. And it's earthy. The earth carries it. But it's so fruity and tropical. It's crazy. Like, I don't know how to explain this, guys, but it almost tastes yellow. You know how there's certain things that I say, taste pink, pink lemonade type stuff. This has one of those tropical leaning things going for it that just makes you think of like a yellow fruit, that level, wow, wow, that's a big hit of gas, big hit of gas. I'll be honest, I was not expecting that much of a hit of gas from the first try with the microdose bowl. This is very good. Wow. It's smooth, but it does kind of want to grab you in the chest. It's so sweet and it's so, it does have that citrus in there, but it's zesty. I think maybe that zesty kind of like lends to the gassy punch because it does have a gassy punch. It's very heavy gassy punch. Yeah, really nice. Very very nice. And I gotta say, it's really potent too, guys. As I mentioned before, with sativa strains, what I normally get is I start feeling, heavy in the lids, and I start feeling some pressure behind the eyes. And that's a feeling which I look for and I enjoy. You do kind of have that almost stuffy feeling, but it's just enough to let me know I've got some good blood flow going and all of that sort of stuff, and things start feeling a little bit more, I don't know, in tune. You know what I mean? Like I just feel a little bit more focused suddenly. Um, and I'm wide awake and feel like I can keep filming videos for the next few hours, which I might wind up doing. I don't know. This has become one of those things that anytime I either don't have anything, you know, really pressing to do, or if I, just need to take the edge off or something or whatever, I come and I film a video. Like if I'll be honest with you guys, if I'm feeling bummed out or something, I film videos. That's what I do. It's my catharsis. Um, this channel and doing what I'm doing right now, it's like my own self-imposed therapy sessions, and I really do enjoy it. And I'll be honest, I it's amazing when I can find something like this this like this sort of strain here, and I can feel the effects so quickly and recognize them um, so quickly. And you guys may even be able to tell the change in me on camera just within the 20 or 30 minutes that my videos run. Um, there's times when I will hit some flour or something on these videos, and I don't even know how I finish the video sometimes. Some of these things are so strong. But then there's other times where I don't want to quit, because good sativa gets me all energetic and it makes me want to keep going on and on and on. I hate to say it, guys, but I am really starting to enjoy my sativas these days. I've always been a heavy indica guy, but I'm learning to love sativas. Staying smooth. Staying smooth. I think that one's about done. Now, right there at the end, it did get a little bit nutty, but it didn't get harsh or anything. It still stayed sweet, stayed smooth, and it kept that gas on it all the way through that bowl. Um, so very, very nice. And I'll be honest, it doesn't stick on the palate for a super long time, but when it clears the palate, it leaves the palate really, really fresh. Um, like it doesn't leave much lingering. And I know that the next hit I take is going to be just as good as the first hit. Because it's not stacking up on the palate like some strains have a tendency to do. So I'd say all in all, this yellow fever smalls from ShopHelloMary. Very nice if you're into sativas and you like that tropical punchy gas. Because that's what this is. Really, really pretty. Fantastic grind. The grind is nearly perfect. Really nice grind. Really nice. All right. So I guess I'm going to let you guys go now. I hope you've enjoyed this little review of Yellow Fever Smalls from Shop Hello Mary. As usual, very, very consistent product. More than consistent. I think they're improving. Like I say, the trimming on a lot of stuff that I've seen recently from Shop Hello Mary, especially on their smalls, seems to be getting better. There's more intact trichome heads. The transitioning is more evenly distributed as far as trichome transitioning. The nose on this is, guys, the nose on this, it's out of this world. It's phenomenal. It's a really, really good nose. I'm not going to give numbers to it right now because numbers are arbitrary, and you know, some of us might be able to smell better than others. You know what I mean? Sometimes, one thing that I noticed when I quit vaping, when I quit using nicotine vapes, over time, my taste and my sense of smell started coming back to a large degree. And it's not that I don't think the nicotine vapes really ruined the taste buds or the sense of smell in the same way like cigarettes or tobacco would or anything like that. I think what it was is just when you always have those flavors in your mouth and on your tongue and in your nose, then it gets in the way of other flavors and other scents. So, maybe that's it. I don't know, but since I quit vaping, guys, since I got off of the nicotine, everything is just so much more loud. Everything's just so much more loud. So, I don't know if you guys, are on nicotine or whatever, but I would encourage you to try to quit if you can. And I did actually use, the help of my physician, my doctor. I did get prescribed Chantix, and that was something that was it did the trick but man, I wouldn't want to have to do it again. It gave me some wacky dreams. But I'm very grateful for being off of the nicotine because now I've been able to appreciate this way, way more. Way more. So anyway, I'm going on. This is a very strong sativa, and like I say, I just keep wanting to yak. Um, anyway, guys, I hope y'all are doing very well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I hope you're still finding things to amuse yourself with every day. Keep yourselves active. Don't let yourselves be too idle for too long. It's very important to get rest. It's very important to practice self-care. I myself sometimes stay too active and don't give myself enough time to rest. There will be occasions where you might have a day or two between videos on this channel. If you ever see that, you can rest assured it's because I'm trying to rest and I've pushed myself a little too far, maybe. But I always rest up. I always get to that point where I practice self care and I get myself centered again. So just keep that in mind. As much as it's important to stay active and busy and not be idle in life, you also need to take care of yourself. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that and I'm going to wish y'all well. Again, as usual, I want you to stay lifted and I want you to stay blessed. And I'm going to talk to you very soon. I'll talk to you later. Peace.